Hey guys, welcome back to Soulscape. So I wanted to do a video for you guys about trusting yourself. Now, when you start going through your spiritual journey and you start, going through your spiritual awakening, you have to learn to be vulnerable with yourself. Okay, you have to learn to be vulnerable with yourself. You have to learn to be honest with yourself about who you really are. Now, that includes the good side and the bad side of you. It's not putting the blame off on other people. It's about accepting the bullshit that you have actually done also. It's about standing up and taking responsibility and saying, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at both sides of yourself. The shadow work you do when you are going through your spiritual awakening, it will all lead you to who you truly are. You will see the good side, you will see the bad side, you will see the negative side, you will see the toxic side, you will see everything about you. You have to learn to open up and be vulnerable with yourself and truly love yourself before you can have somebody truly love you. The universe is like a mirror. So if you don't trust yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you have any type of issues, that's what the universe is going to send you. So when you start healing your inner self, when you start healing, like, when you start going in and doing shadow work and healing those parts of yourself that have been hurt, when you start forgiving people, when uh you let go of old baggage that you have hung on to, old belief systems that you have hung on to, when you start to evolve basically in your thinking, you will start letting go of certain areas of your life. You will start letting go of people in your life that don't serve your highest good. You will start focusing more on your inner journey, the inner you, who you truly are inside of you. Because let me tell you something, if you don't have a relationship with you, you can't have a relationship with anybody else. If you have major trust issues with yourself, then you have major trust issues with everybody else. If you can't be vulnerable with yourself, you can't be vulnerable with anybody else. So the universe is going to send you somebody that is the energy that you put off. So if you are putting off energy that your heart is blocked, if you are putting off energy that you're non-trusting, if you're putting off energy that you're not vulnerable, if you're putting off energy that you don't love yourself, that's exactly who the universe is going to send to you. Once you get comfortable with yourself, loving you, trusting in your inner journey with yourself, connecting with who you really are, that's when a whole shift will happen in your life and miracles will start to happen. You have to start being vulnerable with you. If you cannot be vulnerable with yourself, honestly, if you cannot look at yourself and accept all sides of yourself, the toxic side, the bad side, the good side, then you're not ready. Then you're not ready for the journey, and you will stay stuck in that one particular spot until you start to trust you, and until you start to feel vulnerable with you, and until you start to truly love you. Let me ask you something. How do you expect somebody else to love you if you don't love yourself? How do you expect somebody else to trust you if you have major trust issues? We have to be on a certain type of frequency, putting off love, joy, and all the higher vibrations in order to receive love in from somebody else. But when you are on a twin flame journey and you are going inwards doing the inner work, you have to be vulnerable. You cannot put your pride up there. You cannot put your ego up there, because if you are still at the point where you are thinking from your carnal mind, wanting to make people jealous, wanting to hurt people, wanting revenge, wanting to fight, wanting to argue, wanting to put the blame off on everybody else, you're not ready. I've seen a lot of people say that they are on a spiritual journey, saying that they are going through a spiritual awakening, but they are still stuck in their carnal mind. They are still stuck in 3D thinking. They are still stuck trying to make people jealous, worried about revenge, worried about, oh, he hurt me, so I'm going to hurt him, worried about just nonsense. That's not the way you evolve through a spiritual awakening. If you can't step out of your ego and let your pride down and be vulnerable with yourself about how you truly feel, about what is in your heart, then how do you ever expect somebody else to be that way with you? The carnal mind will keep you stuck in fear. The carnal mind will keep you stuck in your ego. The carnal mind will keep you stuck in ways that you never thought possible. When you start on your spiritual journey and you have that major connection with someone, you have to ask yourself, what did that teach you? What did you learn? What is the universe trying to teach you? Because if you look at it at a mindset where you're not looking at it from a learning aspect, you are not ready to evolve, to go to the next level of your ascension. You have to learn to open up your heart and be vulnerable and be real. There's so many people out here that are so stuck in the 3D mindset, that are so stuck in the carnal based thinking of their mind, that I don't believe they will ever step out of that. I don't believe that they will ever truly be vulnerable and be real about who they are inside. When you start truly loving yourself, when you truly sit there and you think to yourself, you are content, you are happy, you are just free flowing, you can have love in your life, but you don't need it. You see what I'm saying? You're not codependent on somebody else's love. You are not codependent on somebody else being there. When you can truly sit there and say you are content in your life by yourself, loving you, opening up to you, opening up your heart, and just flowing, then you're not ready. It's all about coming back to who we are. A lot of people mistake the twin flame journey as a relationship outside of yourself journey. The twin flame journey is about the journey to find you. All that person is to do is to come into your life to ignite your awakening. You guys may come back together a couple of times to learn lessons, but it's ultimately about finding the inner you, being real about who you are. Being real about the bad side of you, being real about the good side of you, being real about the toxic side of you, seeing all those traits within yourself and trying to better you. The twin flame journey is hardly ever about getting with your twin flame and staying with them. The twin flame journey is about you guys coming together, them sparking that awakening in you, and that will start making you go inwards to find you, to find who you truly are. If you are too busy hanging on to your twin flame and not working on you, you're not ready. If you can truly wish that person well and hope them the best, that's when you start your inner journey. But if you're so based on the 3D thinking of you have to be with this person, if you're so based on the 3D thinking of the twin flame journey is about that relationship, you're not ready. It's hard. The twin flame journey is. I'm not going to lie to you. It's really hard. And you will see things about yourself that you didn't realize before. You will see things about yourself that you will wish that you could have taken it back. You will see things about yourself that ultimately you want to change for the better. When we open our hearts and we are real and we speak from our hearts and we are vulnerable, that's when miracles start to happen for you. But if you're not ready to be vulnerable and to be the real you and to step out of that ego, you're going to stay stuck in that spot. The ego isn't about love. The ego isn't about joy. The ego is self-fulfilling. The ego is I. The ego is based on you. Once you can separate and understand the ego thinking and your higher thinking, that's when you start evolving. Your consciousness will raise. A lot of people on the twin flame journey gets put on their life path. My life path is to be a healer. I am here to help you guys heal. I am here to speak real and to speak from my heart about experiences that I have been through to help you guys evolve. I am here to help heal this world. And I know I am. I have been shown this through visions. I have been not only shown this through visions, I have had the deepest feelings within my soul that this is what I am here to do. Me opening up, being vulnerable, talking about my journey to help somebody else grow, to help somebody else evolve. When we are on our spiritual journey, when we are on our spiritual mission, you will see a lot of things change in your life for the better. Because you are then opening up and following what your heart wants, not what your mind wants. Your heart is where it's at. Once you start listening to your heart, that is the gateway to your soul. Not your carnal thinking. You have to learn to step out of that mindset. Your heart will ignite the fire in you for you to go forward. Your heart will ignite the fire in you for you to get this overwhelming passion in you for you to follow your dreams, your goals, what your soul is telling you you are here to do. We all have a mission on this earth. And it's the fact of, are you willing to wake up to find what mission you actually have and to follow your heart to do that mission? It's not about ego. It's not about pride. It's not about none of that. It's about being vulnerable, accepting you, good, bad, and the ugly. It's about not putting expectations on things. It's about letting the universe bring into you what is meant for you. Jesus believed in himself. Jesus loved himself. So, with Jesus loving himself and believing himself, he was able to do things that we have never seen in our lifetime. Once you start believing in yourself, once you start truly loving yourself and stepping into your higher self, you will be able to manifest the life of your dreams. But if you're constantly sitting there in your ego, wishing bad upon people, wanting failure for other people, wanting to make people jealous, that's what the universe is going to send you. Look, Jesus also taught us this: not to judge. Don't judge other people or you will be judged. And to love your neighbor and to turn the other cheek. These are the hardest things you might ever have to do in your life, is truly love yourself. Not only to truly love yourself, but to truly love somebody else without expectations. And to truly love them unconditionally with their faults and all. I'm still learning how to do this. I'm still going through my process. And as I go through my process, I'm videotaping it and I'm putting it out to you guys. Because maybe it will help one of you guys. I'm learning just as well as you guys are. I'm opening up and being vulnerable with you guys, hoping to help one of you. Anyway, I just wanted to do this video for you guys because I just felt like I needed to put this video out. You know, the videos that I put out is because I feel the need to do this video to help somebody. It's not out of ego or pride why I'm doing my videos. I'm doing my videos because I'm hoping that if somebody is stuck along their journey, that one of my videos will help you. I've been on my twin flame journey, my spiritual awakening journey, for a little over 2 years. And it has taught me a lot. A lot. Sometimes you have to love somebody from a distance. Sometimes you have to let your guard down and speak from your heart. Giving somebody the power to destroy your heart, but hoping they won't. Just remember, you have to love you and be vulnerable with yourself and be truly honest with yourself before you can ever get somebody else to truly love you. Anyway, I am going to be doing another video later about the eclipse that I talked about in my last video that I posted about was the Salem witch trials what we have really been told. So anyway, oh, and when I say I've been going through my spiritual awakening and all that, that don't mean that I've only been researching for 2 years. No. I have been researching and discovering things about this world for about 10 years now. Everything in this world is backwards. Everything. Everything we have been taught is backwards. You do not have to go to church to believe in God. In 1 Corinthians, it states, God is within you. Your body, is the temple of God. Not a building made of stone. Not a building made with your hands. Your body, your inner self, is the temple of God. And when you start truly connecting with your heart, you will feel that and you will know that. Yes, I am a very spiritual person. I have been a spiritual person all my life. But anyway, I wanted to do this video for you guys. It'll probably be later tonight that I get to the video. So it probably won't be posted till in the morning. The one that I want to do about the eclipse. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.